Hello, my name is Chet Morgan and welcome to my channel where I take you along on my adventures. This past weekend I took my girlfriend to the Black Hills of South Dakota, which is one of 154 national parks here in the United States. The Black Hills got its name from the Lakota tribe that used black as a term for west. And then when European settlers came, they actually picked it up because the dark green of the pine trees that covered the hills resembled a black kind of undertone. Our plan was to hike Black Elk Peak, which is the 14th tallest peak in the country. It's the tallest peak east of the Rocky Mountains. And then we also were gonna rent a four-wheeler and tour up the Black Hills quite a bit. So I took Friday off work and we left Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. We drove for about 4 hours until we got to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where I was gonna get a campground that night, but I chickened out and got a hotel room. But then we woke up the next day really early and made the rest of the trek about another 6 hours. I was really excited to hike Black Elk Peak. I just recently learned about it, and then when I was there I bought a book from the gift shop giving me more on the history of not only the peak but then the fire tower that is on top of the peak. Alright folks, on this gloomy day we begin our departure to Black Elk Peak, which is 7,242 feet of elevation. I really don't know how much we gain throughout the day, but we're just gonna keep her rolling, you know? Any last words, Amber?
No.
All right. So in total, we're hiking about 7 miles today. It's 3.5 on the way in, and it's a loop. So we take a different trail out, but it's about equidistant. But we're peaking South Dakota. We're peaking it today. Hinhan Kaga was the original name of the peak, which the Sioux gave it back, you know, way back when at the beginning of time, which was known as the center of the universe. And it wasn't until European settlers were discovering the new frontier back in 1857 when it got its new name of Harney Peak, which was, Harney was a general in the army, and it was named after him then. It wasn't until 2016 that it was officially changed to Black Elk Peak, after a Sioux holy man, Nicholas Black Elk, who was very respected and very deserving of that title. It's still alive. Dude. Trees do not just break in the middle unless there's a strong breeze to blow them down. Onward. Amber touched a pine tree and got sticky.
It's everywhere.
So we're a little bit on the trail now. We're warmed up and ready. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's a little foggy, so you can't really see a whole lot, but it gives a whole new level of intrigue, you know? Boulder incoming. Warming up. Had to take the sweaties off. The fog really jams up the view. Still cool. And if you've ever been to South Dakota, you're very familiar with Custer State Park, which is just outside of where Black Elk Peak is. And Custer was actually one of the first European settlers to record trying to summit it. And he did fall just short, but he did claim title to being the first one that summited the peak.
Oh, so the cathedral spires are that way. I'm assuming the peak is that way then. Oh yeah, Black Elk Peak.
Got the sign. We're getting there, people. The cathedral spires would be cool to do, but we're not going to be able to see them today.
Okay.
Bro, if you fall down there, you're never coming back. So, although we've come up quite a ways, we keep going down.
There's been more down than up.
Amber's not happy about it. That thing is so big.
It's so big. That's what she said.
Nice. Dude, there's... he can't even like see you. But I mean, it's gonna make it look a lot smaller if we come up. Wow. And now resting at the top of Black Elk Peak is the Harney Lookout Fire Tower. And this current fire tower that stands, there's been many up there, but this one was built in 1938 and consists of 7,500 stones that had to be carted up 20 at a time by people. So they had to make the full 3.5 mile hike with the rocks to get them up there. And another interesting fact is when they finally got electricity up there, and then in 1942, they brought their first fridge, which took 21 men 3 days to haul up the peak. I'm gonna let you go first, dude. Yeah, I feel like we're putting a lot of trust into these.
I'm terrified right now.
I'm hurting. There was a post office at the peak in the fire tower from 1936 to 1942, and then again from 1945 to 46. And I think it was more so just a kind of a novelty thing. I don't think it was very practical to bring your mail up there, but you could send a postcard to anyone you'd like from the tallest peak in South Dakota. That's like Mount Everest. So I'm kind of dumb here. The cloths that you see are actually Native American prayer cloths, and traditionally natives use them to you know, send good spirits for a good harvest, you know, throughout the summer. And we did see these kind of listed up and down the trail as we went, but a majority on the peak. And if you look here, it kind of does look like Mount Everest, you know. So there's that. They do that.
That's so cool. We don't have anything.
Dude, this weather is pretty crazy.
Right at the top.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think so. This is so scary. Oh my gosh. Oh.
I don't know what that is, just cloth? Bandana on some of them, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. Let's keep her moving. This is some like...
That's
like we're at a castle in Hogwarts. We're up in a cloud.
Oh my god, I can't even look because like the fact that I can't see. That's so scary.
It's picking up out there.
I mean, it's so awesome, but it's so terrifying.
I bet you could see forever though. That is crazy.
We're
Gonna have to do it again, she says. We made it. Longest 3.5 miles I've ever done. But we made it. Yeah, it is really bright. With the beauty of a view. Making our way down now.
Scary.
So this is like a fire lookout on top of Black Elk Peak. Yeah. So I wonder if this is like the living quarters or something.
Well, look how creepy this is. You just like come in here. It's just like
Yeah, this is.
seems so dungeon-y.
This definitely seems like it. Oh, it keeps going.
Oh, does it? Oh, well. Still creepy.
Watch your head.
Oh, I'm not
What the heck is this? People leave out here?
No.
Yeah. We made it in, we made it out.
No. No, we haven't made it out.
So we got about a mile of the trail left. We got thunder rumbling in the background. We got small, tiny hail coming on us. We got some wicked weather. And you don't
get out of here.
Yeah, you don't want to be on a hill during wicked weather. We're dead.
That
a girl.
Plan my funeral. Tell my mom I love her.
All right. We gotta head to the campground because that was a bit. Yeah. So once we were done with the hike, it was rainy weather, it was foggy and moist. I was going to camp. I even got a campground, but it was just not gonna happen. I chickened out there and got a hotel room as well in Custer to spend the night. We got a shower, got some good food, and we just relaxed because we were hurting. That was the longest 7-mile hike I think I've ever done. They're so white.
Yeah, like why?
Well, the humming's not even a thing, it's just stopping and shit, really. The cameras.
You got it, yeah. Oh god. Fuck's gone.
So these are silica mines. Don't really know what silica is, but need a flashlight. Whoa, dude. Yeah, no crap. This is wild.
Hello. Well, that's good.
Yeah. No, that helps. I'll let you go first, so.
I just wanted to go.
The silica mines. Once we were done with the four-wheeler, we returned it to Custer where we rented it, and then we made our way up about an hour north to Deadwood, where I didn't do a whole lot of filming. We ate, drank, were merry, had a really good time to finish up our trip. And then we stayed the night in a hotel there and then took off on Sunday to return home. If you guys enjoyed this video and you kind of like this kind of content, this seems to be something that you like, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. People.